school supply drive is really geared toward children in need. Children who may not be able to attend school with all of the supplies they need to fully participate in classroom activities.
It's just a way to equip these kids with the supplies that they need to be successful.
And our goal was to make sure that every student has what they need to participate and also to feel good about going to school.
It helps us, it alleviates teachers buying things, and it's a great way for the community to participate in the school system.
I think the best way that Black Hills Federal Credit Union has set up kids to succeed in school is getting them ready to start from day one. Every child deserves the same education. Every child deserves the same chance, but not every child starts from the same place.
It shows the power of an idea. 1997, I believe, is when it started. And I think it started by two teachers in Spearfish. And the idea, they had this idea that students should start their day just like everybody else, that first day of school. Little did they ever think that it would grow to over 90,000 supplies.
They started a drive in Spearfish to obtain school supplies for kids in need. And they had done that for 2 years. And they were both graduating, and they came to Rapid and approached the credit union. And I met with them, and they asked, would you help us get something started here?
They, I think, thought they were going to help a few students, and then it took on a life of its own.
Then, of course, when they went off and left Rapid to teach in other areas, we just kept going with the drive. By that time, we had it established, and we distributed from the credit union downtown. And so it's been a fun event to watch it grow over the years. The first year, I remember that we had enough supplies for 123 children.
Oh my. You know, you look at this room, and it used to be, well, we didn't need this room in the past. It was just a few hundred supplies, and now it's boxes and boxes of supplies. We've got all the corporate partners that are involved with the project, and the community is so involved.
Every single year we see the need increase, that there's more and more students throughout the hills that need supplies. We wish we didn't see that grow, but we absolutely do, that there's more students every single year that need it.
I've been here for 3 years, and I went to the school supply drive that first year, and it was incredible. And it just kind of sucks you in, seeing the boxes upon boxes, the pencils and the erasers and the folders, and it was incredible. And then seeing it delivered to the schools and the way that the teachers responded to it, it was awesome.
It's always kind of funny because when the principals say, oh, we're going to be gone because we have to go pick up the school supplies, the teachers get really excited. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of like Christmas because they bring boxes of things back, and we never know for sure what we're going to get. So it's like opening a big present. And we all know that it's here to support not only our students but us and set us all up for a successful school year. So we all get really excited about that. I think it means a lot to everybody in the building.
And then I saw the teachers just literally running through the building to get to the school supplies. And it was awesome. It was like kids in a candy store, and just the joy. It's so cool, so cool.
A project like this takes an incredible amount of time behind the scenes, and that is one of the things that no one gets to see, and it's unfortunate because it really is amazing to watch.
The school supply drive actually runs for about 6 weeks, where we're collecting supplies and kind of targeting that back to school time frame, but it is much, much bigger than that. I am usually shopping about 12 months out of the year, looking for deals, looking for ways that we can stretch those dollars as far as possible. It's kind of a fine-tuned machine that every year I learn a little bit more, I do something a little bit different, and we're able to do something just a little bit better. With 90,000 supplies needed every single year, if we can pick up 100 or 200 of a certain item in February, it sure helps.
This 9,000 square foot space out here starts with nothing and then slowly grows into this mountain of school supplies. That doesn't happen without resources behind it.
I give my full support, And basically, I stay on the sidelines and stay out of everybody's way so they can get it done.
We can buy the things that we need to get the job done. We have a lot of paid staff time involved in this project, as well as just normal administrative and operational costs. All of those are paid for by the credit union and not out of any donated funds. So every dime donated to this drive goes directly to buying school supplies.
You know, I'm not sure that every company is in a position to take on something like this. We're fortunate enough they allow me to do it and include it in my job. We have a space that allows for it. We have some of the relationships and stuff like that.
I have to say that we're really fortunate. I feel very, very fortunate to work for the credit union and have them support this to the extent that they do.
If the credit union didn't do it, I don't know who would. And there would be 5,000 students throughout the Black Hills that didn't have the supplies they need. So it's definitely a worthy cause. Somebody needs to do it, and I'm glad that the credit union has just said, you know what, we're committed to it. We'll do what it takes to get it done.
I think it's making a huge difference. It's helping lots of families that don't have the resources to buy 6 kids' school supplies.
The schools that I work with are a very high needs area. So a lot of times getting school supplies isn't the first thing in a lot of our parents' minds. Getting food for their families, making sure they have a place to live. Those are their priorities. So having our families know that they have school supplies here, that's one less thing they have to worry about, and they know that their children are going to have a successful school year.
It helps those students not feel left out or singled out. They have the same things that everybody else has, and makes the whole class run smoother because you don't have to wait, or they don't have to share paper or notebooks or pencils. You can just go get them for them. So it is a definite benefit.
You don't need to worry about this because we'll have school supplies ready, and just the relief on the parent's face, it's like, okay, so now they need to worry about maybe a pair of shoes or glasses, and that's where their energy can go towards.
We know, we've been doing this now for 18 years, and we know the effect it has.
We hear firsthand from not only the teachers about what a difference this makes to their classrooms, having their students have the equipment they need, but we hear directly from the students and the families themselves.
Last year, we actually had a young lady that was helping us sort and count supplies. And when the drive was all said and done, and we were holding our Load the Bus celebration, which we do every year, all of the principals and educators were here, the superintendent of schools and the media, and they were gathering all of their boxes for their schools and taking them out. And she looked at me and she said, "I remember when my teacher gave me supplies. I didn't realize they came from you." She was a senior, and she had been getting supplies since she was a young girl. And here she was helping with the drive.
They're kind of shy at first, but they'll come up to me when I'm doing school presentations and they'll say, "Thank you for the school supplies," and that it really does make a difference.
Whether I'm out in the community or here during our Load the Bus celebration, and I'll have a teacher tell me how important it is to their students and to them.
We know that we are helping a lot of educators who spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars a year out of their own pockets to see that these kids have a fair chance. So by the community coming together, we're helping our educators, and we're giving these kids the chance that they deserve to succeed.
Every year, just to see this room fill up with school supplies, it goes from completely empty to a whole lot of boxes and a whole lot of school supplies in just a matter of 6 weeks. And then within a matter of an hour, it's completely empty again, and we're loading that stuff into superintendents' vehicles and principals. And really, the reason that we collected it was to get it out of here and get it into the hands of students.
I think sometimes that you inadvertently luck out into doing the right thing at the right time, and it becomes something that's extraordinarily important. And you may not have known it, but you must have had some hint that this was the right thing to do.
We have teachers tell us that they have less than 10% of their class show up with the school supplies they need. So if the school supply drive didn't exist, it would be very difficult for many of these teachers or many of these classrooms to do a lot of their lesson plans, and that affects not even just the student that doesn't have the supply, but that affects the whole classroom. If they're trying to share or if they're having to have their lessons modified or something to include everybody, it's not for the benefit of the entire classroom. So really by doing this, we're making better schools.
But ties in perfectly with our credit union philosophy of people helping people. We're helping over 5,000 students with this project.
For Black Hills Federal Credit Union back in 1997, this was the right thing to do, and it's still the right thing to do today. It's part of who we are, it's part of our commitment to the community, it's part of our beliefs and our members' beliefs, and we're making a difference with young people in our community, and they are the future of our community. So I think we lucked out back in 1997, and we're going to just continue to do the right thing and to do good. If we all get together and do good, we just do better.
Students can only be successful if they're prepared. And it's such a huge part of that success. I shouldn't say it's the only thing, but it's a huge part of that success when they don't have to worry about bugging mom and dad for a new notebook that might not be in the budget this month. We can give those to them. They can continue learning without having to worry about some of those things.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's, you know, and I've said this before, it's not just helping the one child, it's helping the whole family. It's helping the community, the teachers, the administration. It helps so many people. Please keep doing it for many, many, many years to come, because it truly is making a difference in not just the kids, but the families also.